Lines AB and CD are perpendicular to each other. If angle 1 measures 4x plus 4, and angle 2 measures 6 degrees, what is the value of x? Well, I do know that these are perpendicular. When lines are perpendicular, that means that they form a 90-degree angle. So that is, if I can do it, there we go. This one and this one. Okay, when they cross, they form that 90-degree angle. Okay, so I am going to draw the little square there. That means the angle 1 and angle 2 also add up to that, that 90 degrees. Okay, so I know that 4x plus 4, which is the measure of angle 1, plus the measure of angle 2, which is 6, add up to 90. Now, I only put the parentheses around it just so that you know that it's separate. That's angle 1 and then angle 2. But you can go ahead and combine these two. So 4 and 6, I can combine and make 10. And then I haven't gotten anything to add to the 4x, so it's just going to come straight down. Now I have 4x plus 10 equals 90. I'm going to undo that addition that's been done to get the 10 on the other side of that equal sign. So if it's added, I'm going to subtract. What I do to one side of the equal sign, I do to the other. A positive 10 and a negative 10 form that zero pair, so they're gone. Okay, they make 0. We don't have to write 0, so I'm just going to write that 4x. And 90 minus 10 on the right side is 80. So since I ran out of room, I'm just going to rewrite it over here. Now that 4 and the x are squished together, which means they're multiplied. So to undo that, I'm going to divide by what's multiplied by x, which is the 4. And I do to the left side and to the right side. Remember, you have to keep those equal. 4 divided by 4 cancel out because 4 divided by 4 is 1. We're just left with 1x. And 80 divided by 4 gives me 20. So your answer is B. X equals 20. In the above figure, the measure of angle AOC is 28 degrees, and the measure of BOD, okay, is 2x plus 35 degrees. If they are vertical angles, okay, what is the value of x? Remember, vertical angles means that they are created by the same two lines, they are opposite, and they are equal. So I can set this up by saying 2x plus 35 equals 28. Those two are equal. So now I've got the plus 35. I need to undo that addition there by subtracting 35 from both sides. Remember, you want to keep both sides of your equal sign equivalent. 35 minus 35 gives you that 0 pair, so they cancel out. 28 minus 35 is negative 7. Now I have 2x equals negative 7. I need to divide both sides by that 2 because it's multiplied by x right now, and I need to undo that. So I'm going to divide the left side by 2, and whatever I do to the left side, I also have to do to the right, and I'm left with negative 7 divided by 2, which is negative 3.5, which leaves me with A. Lines AB and CD are parallel. If angle 6 measures 2x plus negative 35, and 8 measures 169. What is the value of x? Okay, I'm going to draw another little picture over here. Okay, we've got this. This was angle 6. This was angle 8. Now on this one, okay, I've got angle 8 is here, angle 6 is here. Okay, as you notice, they have the exact same backbone. Okay, they make this straight line here, which means they add up to 180 degrees. So because they are a linear pair or supplementary, they add up to 180 degrees. Sorry, plus 169 equals 180. Okay, so I have 2x minus 35 plus 169. I just took both of those measures they gave me. They add together to get 180. Okay, so now I'm going to combine like terms. I've got negative 35 here and positive 169. Okay, if you're like me, you want to see it kind of easier over here. So make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. So now that I've combined those two, I'm just going to bring everything else down. Now I've got to get rid of this plus 134. I'm going to do that by making a zero pair and subtracting 134. What I do to the left side of the equation, I have to do to the right. I'm just left with 2x. Okay, that came straight down. 180 minus 134 is 46. And the last thing, 2 times x. To undo the 2 times x, I need to divide by 2. And whatever I do to the left, I do to the right as well. So x equals 23. So there you go. Using the image shown above, match the angles that have the same measure. Okay, so this, you look at and you go, ooh, that thing is a big, ugly mess, right? But we can go slowly, figure out what's what. I'm going to look up here at this first triangle here, right here, DEC. Okay, and I notice that it has these lines here that mean that it is congruent. So because it's congruent, that means the angles opposite those are congruent as well. So that means that 54, I'm just going to call it X for a second, that angle measure there, those all add up to 180. So X and X is 2X, and I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 54 from both sides, just to kind of cut out one step there. Okay, and I do divide both sides by 2, and I get 63. So now I know that this angle is 63, this angle is 63. Okay, so CDE is listed down here. CDE is 54. Okay, and then DEC we just found was 63. And I do this just so that I can keep a tally over what I've got. Okay, and then is there DCE? No. So then it also gives us angle B, ABI. Okay, and it tells me that, let's see, This is 90 right here. Okay, because if the right side of that is 90, then this side is 90. And I know that all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So I have 90, I have 63, and I have, let's just make it a question mark. Okay, question mark is this one right here, that A. I'm going to add those together. I get 153 plus question mark equals 180. So I'm going to subtract the 153 from both sides. So on the left, it forms that zero pair. And I do get 27. So IAB is 27. CGEF. Okay. So here's another one we're looking for. Let's see, JCB. Oh, this one that we're looking for. Let me get this pointer. Right here, if you look, that one and this one are vertical pairs. So that tells us right off the bat that these two are equal. Awesome. Okay, that makes our life just a little easier. JCB. So that is also 63. Then we have BCH. Let's see, BCH. So that's this one right here. Look for that one in just a moment. Let's see, HCE. HCE. We also need this one. CHI. CHI. We need this one. And then EFG. EFG. So EFG we already have is 45. Okay, so now we're going to go around and find what we can about these. So I know that this in the middle right here, this is a parallelogram. And so what that tells me is that the part you see that's 108 right here and this angle are congruent, which means that this one is also 108. Okay, I also know that this angle and the 108 form a linear pair. So I can say 180 minus 108 gives me 72. So IHC or CHI is 72. Okay, I also know that this one is 72. And that means this one is 72 because those two opposites are congruent and quadrilaterals add up to 360. So ECH, there we go, is 72 as well. Now I can see, and I'm going to take my yellow, I see this one, and this one add up to be 180 because those are supplementary. Now I'm going to change my color from that yellow because it's hard to see. But 63 plus something plus 72 equals 180 because those are supplementary. 63 and 72 is 135 plus something is 180. Subtract 135 from both sides. So that is 45. Whoops, sorry. Let's do 45 there. Okay. And last but not least, we need this one right here. Okay, we know that if this is 108, let's see, and this one, oh, we can't figure it out with this 108 here, but we can look at this one. You know that this is 72 right here. So this is a linear pair with it, and we've already found out that that measure is 108. So then we have 1, 2 of the 3 angles in that big triangle on the right. So 108 plus 45 plus something equals 180. So I'm going to add those together. So I get 153 plus something equals 180. Subtract 153. And I do get 27. So we have all of these measures here. And we could say, okay, this one's 27 and this one's 27. So I'd put them right here. Okay, they don't have to be in any order as long as you have the ones that are equal together. We've got 72 and 72. We have 63 and 63. And then you have 45 and 45. In this picture, the measure of angle XOZ, so that means the whole thing, XOZ, is 69 degrees. YOZ, so that'd be inside here, YOZ is 36, and XOY is 5x plus 16. What is the value of x? If you know the whole thing is 69 degrees, and you know one part is 36, the other part is 5x plus 16, you can just add those together. 36 plus 16 is 52. Okay, and now I'm going to subtract 52 from both sides. And then last but not least, the 5 is multiplied by the x, so to undo it, I'm going to divide by 5. 5 goes into 17 3 times with 2 left over, and that would be over 5. 2/5 as a decimal is the same as 4/10 or 3.4.